What up, Ball?
I'm rocking the baby to sleep. What's happening there, local man?
Nothing, man. It's a fucking...
You know, whoa, shit, there's a computer desk there, man.
Hey, so apparently, and you didn't know anything about it, Carmen didn't know anything about it, there must have been some kind of hella storms on the west side because...
West side!
All of the fucking trees in my complex were fucking broken in half and split down the middle. And there's no way that one bolt of lightning hit like a quarter mile's worth of trees.
I like this view on the podcast because I look real big and you don't. I don't remember.
It's like a job interview.
I'm recovering, man. I'm recovering
from
fucking Taylor Swift sticking her large dick right in my asshole for the weekend.
Yeah.
All right. I had sus expectations of old Tay-Tay coming here and taking the fucking city by storm, and she was going to bring in $92 million and shoo-ba-dabba-doo-ba-dabba-doo-ba-dabba-doo.
But you didn't get any of it.
I didn't get a goddamn red cent of that motherfucker.
I Ubered all day yesterday.
They was shit. It was shit, and none of us thought about it.
Surges,
none of us thought about
surges.
it. Who is her biggest customers? We're talking women, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking young women. And who can afford tickets to this concert? Rich women. So we got rich young women and their parents. All right. They're not paying for Ubers. They're paying for that $90 parking downtown. They're doing stuff like that, much safer. These vanilla white bitches, they're afraid to be just hopping into some random Uber with their mommy and going down to Taylor Swift. So you might get a few here and there, but the vast majority of these motherfuckers all got dropped off by their parents or drove down themselves and paid.
But the vast
for
majority,
a hotel down
or
there.
no vast majority, it was a full fucking stadium with thousands of people outside the door.
Yeah.
There should have been more business in there.
Well, now the Uber problem is...
I didn't do shit.
When you Uber and Lyft, the problem with these stupid things is because everybody knows about it months in advance, you got drivers from Dayton, Louisville, Lexington, Indianapolis that all drive over here just to get part of that big event thing.
Yeah.
So the market's oversaturated, and then
they're
the
here
summer's
working
already
16-hour days.
Yeah, and then the summer's already oversaturated anyways because you got all the school teachers, you got all the bus drivers, all that kind of stuff. They have the summers off that do shit like Uber and DoorDash and all that stuff. So you already have a lot more drivers, and then you got to put into the fact that Taylor Swift people are not exactly the party types. All right, so they're going to the show and coming home.
You know, I thought that.
We're like normal, like let's say when Garth Brooks came to town, those motherfuckers partied all night. So that surge stayed all night. Where the Taylor Swift crowd, it hit as soon as it was done. And you know, if you were there right when it let out, you probably made a lot of money. An Uber, you also probably sat in a fucking traffic jam for an hour. But either way, the surge happened at once and didn't prolong the rest of the night because they all went home. Yeah. You know, a real partying crowd, they're going to get done with the concert when it ended at 11, and that's just the start of their fucking night.
Go
now it's time to get shit canned for 3 hours, and maybe only an hour if you can only handle a little bit. Exactly.
That's what I do.
So you got the midnight crowd who can do an hour of partying. You got the 1 o'clock crowd where it's about to pass out. We better get out before bar close. And then we got the U's that are out there past bar close. So you got that prolonged fucking money making time. Taylor Swift didn't give us any of that shit. That stupid skinny cunt.
Okay, now I'm right with you on stupid skinny cunt. Okay. But I do have to, I want you to go straight to asshole of the week.
Ooh.
Because I have something very important to say.
Ooh. All right.
Mine is a very broad asshole of the week. And while I'm at it, I have to take back a previous asshole of the week.
And I got a feeling it's going to be old T Swift.
I've never did it. It is, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm going to start off by saying this. I don't like Taylor Swift. I don't get the music. I think the music's shit. I think it's all shit. And I think it's a fucking cult of people that actually think she's loaded with talent. I don't. She's a good singer, maybe a good songwriter. Her music is bubblegummy, poppy shit. I don't like it. But I called her a fucking pirate and a snake for robbing these people. I actually have to take that back.
You have the worst indigestion. Every show you're like... Take a fucking...
I'm burping.
I don't know what you got to do.
So I have to take back my asshole of the week. And I'll tell you why. I did a lot of research on this because I was so pissed.
You're researching Taylor Swift?
Well, because I hated her so much. And I hate her so much for just gouging people with these fucking ticket prices.
Nah, it wasn't her.
It wasn't her.
No, I already knew that.
The ticket prices are set from $49 to $4.99 for VIP package.
Yeah.
And then Ticketmaster adds 30 or 40%, whatever they want to add, and then these fucking scalping motherfuckers get a hold of the rest. So Taylor Swift.
There's a lot more to it than that, actually.
I realize that.
No. I mean, there's more to the Ticketmaster. It is and it wasn't. This is how I'll explain. And I had this conversation.
$4.99 was the top ticket for her, and you're talking with VIP treatment.
Let's first put this on record. After this, we will not speak of Taylor Swift again for at least a year. Because this hurts me. I've spoke so much of Taylor Swift this weekend.
But I mean,
it hurts my soul that I had to say her dumb fucking name that many times.
Me too.
And it's not that I dislike her. She's whatever. I just don't give a fuck, and I don't, like you said before, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I've seen her live. She was awful. But I'm not into that kind of music.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is what Taylor Swift did that ended up backfiring. And I don't know if it's all her fault. Ticketmaster started a new thing right around when her tickets went on sale. I think the same thing happened to Bruce Springsteen and a few others. But they started, what they did was they increased the prices. Like they had a computer program that did this basically, that increased the prices based on demand. So if all of a sudden 100,000...
So they're scalping.
200,000 people sign on at the same time to get the Taylor Swift show, now it's not going to be the $300 ticket that you were going to pay before. Now it's increased it. Now Taylor Swift and these artists knew going in that they were going to do this. They knew that they were going to increase it. I think, in my opinion, that they weren't told exactly how much that increase would be.
Well, no, she sued Ticketmaster or went after her.
Well, yeah, because it made her look horrible, and all these artists, it made them look horrible, but they had to agree to it. All right? They didn't do this for everyone. You had to agree that they were going to do this kind of thing.
But isn't this the textbook definition of monopoly, which is illegal in this country?
Yeah, it's awful.
It's a monopoly.
It's awful. It's because the venues sign through these places. It's not really the artists. I don't know how the whole Ticketmaster thing. But either way, Taylor Swift agreed, or at least her management agreed. And I would imagine Taylor Swift had to sign off at one point or another to do this kind of thing. I don't think she knew the scope of how bad it was going to be. So when she thought, okay, my $50 ticket might become a $70 ticket and I make an extra $20 million, and her manager's telling her how great it is, and her agent's telling her how great it is, and Ticketmaster has probably their whole push telling her how great it is, and this is the future, and they're going to make so much more money.
Ticketmaster keeps the fees.
Well, the fees, but it wasn't the fees that was getting increased. It was the ticket prices.
Oh, it was.
And then I think that the fees are tied to the ticket prices also. So both of them were making more money. You know, I think the fees are a percentage. I don't know how the fuck they figure all that shit out. But either way, I think she was lied to. I think she was told, or not lied to, I think she was misconceived that it was going to be something that was a little bit of an increase, and it ended up being fucking a retarded increase, and all of a sudden people are paying these crazy amounts. And then you add that on, the scalpers onto that, and then that's how you get these giant astronomical $16,000 seats.
Yeah.
All right, then they get priced out. I don't think Taylor Swift meant for that to fucking happen. But they say that she had no, impact on it. I disagree there too. She had to sign off of it. And now if she didn't pay enough attention, or they lied to her, then she should come out and say that. Maybe that's why she's fucking suing, is because in the end, that's not what it was meant to be. That's not really her fault, but it kind of is at the same time.
But
I don't know.
At the same time, with the technology that's out there, the computer technology that's out there, and the fucking geniuses that design this and design that, you can't tell me nobody in Ticketmaster or Ticketmaster couldn't afford a program that would prevent thousands and thousands of bots from buying all these tickets.
Yeah.
That's who's buying them all.
100%.
These scalpers are putting these bots in there, and they're buying all the fucking tickets.
I think they have programs that tries to keep them away, but I think the programs will ever change like anything. They figure out how to work around it, and they're ahead of the game. The criminals are always ahead of the game. And that's all these people are criminals, really, when you break it down.
But I do have to take it back, because I don't think she's the pirate that she was meant to be. But now my new asshole is all of these motherfuckers reselling these tickets. The thing about it is, I understand you're trying to make money. I get it. I fucking totally get it. If I could buy 10 tickets to a concert and make some profit on it, I probably would do it too. But my God, the cheapest ticket on these fucking sites was $1,800. And that was the $49 ticket that was the fucking face value of it.
Seems reasonable.
My God, there's got to be something can be done to let people afford to go to these fucking shows, man. Because the most expensive ticket I've ever bought in my life was a $500 ticket.
Let's face it, though, they did afford. In the end, that place was packed full of 65,000 people. Someone had to buy the ticket. The tickets were sold.
But I mean, these tickets right here, a pair of tickets last night, just for a 4-hour show. Now, I will give her this, And I don't know if it's her that does it, but she did a fucking 45-song set.
Oh no, she Springsteens it out there, dude. Worth. She kills it there.
And they give you those fucking wristbands that apparently change color at the same time. She gives you a show.
Yeah, I agree.
And my buddy who went, my ticket guy, the guy I get my tickets from, he took his daughter, and he said that, man, the production is out of this world. The biggest, most clear TV you've ever saw. The fucking staging, everything is top notch. And I know all that costs a lot of money, but the 2 tickets, if I was to buy 2 tickets, that would literally cover me and my kids' vacation for a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking insane to me.
That's
nothing is worth 3 hours of my life for that much money.
You were priced out, man. This was for rich people and people without children. Like and that's really the only people I know. Everybody that I know that went to that show that's younger, they don't have kids. They don't have, they're just taking care of themselves.
Right.
So, they can afford to do it.
And
I get it.
True.
And then I know some, I'll
throw it on a credit card.
Yes, there's a lot of fucking rich. I mean, when I mean rich, I mean is people that make 6 figures and higher. You know what I mean? You can afford it. It sucks, but you can afford it, especially if you're making $250,000. You're not rich, but you can afford to spend $3,000 on some tickets every once in a while.
I just wouldn't.
Not the best financial decision, but a lot of people fucking do it to make their kids happy. And you go a long way to try to make your kids love you because you don't want to actually give them attention.
But to me, it's there's so many people in the fucking world that are so much more talented than her. To me,
I was gonna make my wife the asshole of the week, but that's just not gonna be worth it in the end. I know this.
No.
So
Save yourself a little.
I'm gonna pass on this one, and I'm gonna say my assholes of the week are the Taylor Swift fans, but not the ones that went to the concerts. All right, whatever. Cool. You're into a musician and you paid a lot of money. Go enjoy it. Have a good fucking time. Music's awesome. I don't care. Enjoy yourself. The people that showed up to the show and hung outside, I don't even hate them. That's the poors. I understand them. If you can hear the show and you're really into someone, your daughter's really into somebody, you can still listen to old fucking Tay-Tay sing her shitty hits. Go for it. Have fun. I'm judging the motherfuckers that showed up on like Wednesday night at 3 a.m. to camp out to buy shirts the next day.
Yeah.
They had the
$100 t-shirts.
The merchandise truck, is that how much I knew at least 50. Was it really 100?
I heard that there was $100 long sleeve t-shirts, $80 t-shirts.
That is absolutely fucking insane. If the prices of the shirts are any more than $20, then you're spending too much on a goddamn t-shirt to begin with. Now at a concert, maybe $30. All right, I'll excuse you. But to sit out...
Reds win.
Good job, Reds.
4-3.
Nice job. To sit out and wait overnight to camp out to get the first shirt that they probably sell online, but even if they don't sell it online, the shirt's not that fucking cool, all right? I saw it. It said like errors or something, and it showed her fucking weird looking face, mannequin face. You're a fucking asshole, all right? And guess what? I had an Uber the other day, and I'm taking...
And the merch truck was apparently sold out in like an hour or two.
I had an Uber the other day. I'm taking mom and daughter to the first Taylor Swift show on Friday. All right, I'm picking them up in Indian Hill. First off, these people fucking suck. They're my assholes too now that I really think about it. All right, I get over there. I needed to go to Oakley. All right, I needed to get dog food from the PetSmart. Get off your fucking phone! Get off your phone! We're trying to do a podcast!
I'm looking up Taylor Swift merch prices.
I'm just fucking with you.
$45 for the t-shirts, the basic t-shirt.
I'm not fucking with you.
$55 to $75 for the other t-shirts.
Yeah, you're assholes. But I'm moving
T-shirt.
on. I moved on. These people are assholes for waiting, but I got other assholes. Now we're at this fucking... I'm taking mom and daughter from Indian Hill over to what I think is Oakley because I need to go there. I put a destination in my Uber. They allow you to do that for non-Uber drivers. If you need to go somewhere, you put the address in and they'll send you things that are kind of on the way at least. Sometimes they're not, but whatever. Most of the time they are. And I'm going, cool, I got to go get dog food. Going all the way to PetSmart. Pick up these people in Indian Hill. Supposed to take them to Oakley. They get in there, and I noticed they're dressed like they're going to the Taylor Swift concert.
In sequins
mom and daughter, probably 40 and 20 or something like that. 45 and 20.
Were they hot?
No, not really. Hit enter, I'm thinking, okay, they must be going somewhere before the show. I see they're going to Paycor. They're going to the fucking corporate offices over in Norwood. obviously they're not fucking going to the corporate offices in Paycor. They're going to the fucking stadium. They didn't know how to enter it into the Uber app. So I already had to fix these dumb cunts, and now I'm mad because now I'm going the opposite direction I wanted to go. I didn't want to go anywhere near the city because this was before work, and I didn't want to get stuck in traffic.
Yeah,
so
and you
now,
would have.
Yeah, but I can't kick these cunts out of my car. You know, I guess I could have, but I didn't. So I bit my tongue, and I was like, all right, I let them fix it, and I took them. Also, she was rated as a top tipper. You know, so a lot of times when they are rated like that, they do tip well. I take these bitches all the way downtown, and, you know, they're chatting the whole time about Taylor Swift and how great Taylor Swift is. Whatever, I'm not going to shit on the parade. But I did, at one point, go, yeah, I get it, man. You know, I hope you... But anyone that went out and stayed overnight to get their merchandise the other night had to be retarded. And the lady goes, oh!
They did it?
These fucking bitches actually did do it. They didn't stay out, but they went there at 9 a.m. to buy T-shirts, and they took it real personal that I guess I called them retarded. And
so no tip for you.
I got a tip, but I don't think it was what it would have normally been. It was like a $4 tip. It was a pretty long ride, you know. I think a top tipper probably tips a little bit more than that usually, but I stepped on the wrong pedal. But fuck them, assholes.
And they have a brother with Downs that stayed in the house because he couldn't go.
Yeah, well, I hope he shards his tongue on some glass the next time he licks a window. Those fucking assholes.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
I don't get it at all.
You know, I've got tickets in January for Aerosmith's last tour.
I know you're supposed to take me.
Yeah, I'm taking you. But I mean, I like Aerosmith.
I don't really even care, but I want to see Aerosmith at least once.
And they put on a rocking show. I mean, if you like rock music, it doesn't have to be your favorite band. You get to hear Joe Perry shred on the guitar. You get to see Steve Tyler go nuts.
No, I don't mind seeing them. Yeah.
And
they have an opener.
I don't know. I'm sure they do, unless they plan the last tour. They're planning on doing the fucking whole.
Oh, they're doing the Taylor Swift thing.
They might.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are young enough to do 45 tunes, but I mean, I could see 25. You know, maybe 30.
Yeah. Well, 45. Tunes of Aerosmith also they're like 5-minute songs.
Now, if Taylor Swift did all those tunes as like a hey guys, sorry, you know, Ticketmaster fucked you, I'm going to really make it worth your while. Hey, kudos to you. You know, you gave the people their.
Now, I think that was the point the whole time. They called it the Airs Tour, and I think the idea was she came out. She has different airs of her musical career, so she started as the country, and then the pop, and then the black. It was basically whatever guy dumped her that month. That's her new thing for that album. Yeah. So I guess she would come out in like that outfit that she would wear at that time for those music videos, and come out and do songs there, and then go back and change, and come back out and do a different set, and you know. So it had.
But where I was
whatever.
going with
I think that's why there's some
Aerosmith
shitty songs.
Some of the most legendary rock musicians in American history, fucking Hall of Famers, you know, the whole nine, and their top tier ticket is going for like $200.
You keep on slipping further and further off, so you just keep on hanging.
Like $200, and to me it's shameful. What?
Get in that way. See, you get like right around.
It's shameful that you could say, okay,
perfect.
Aerosmith is only worth a $200 top tier ticket face value, and Cunface is worth $500. In a stadium. I don't fucking get it, man.
You know, I don't get it either. I don't get it, but then again. No, I can't justify it.
You can't.
I can't justify it anyway. I don't get the attraction.
I mean, because there's so much more talented people. Even all right, you want to be fucking. I mean, like Adele is probably the biggest female performer out there.
Really?
Her tickets aren't that.
No, I think Beyonce might be the biggest.
Beyonce's tickets are expensive. Mm-hmm. She rapes you, but not like this.
You know, Beyonce.
Queen Beyonce
bought a $500,000 dress for her kid recently.
Really?
$500,000 dress. And now here's the part.
When you got that much money,
I know, but here's the part that really blew my mind. What designer had the balls? Like, guess what I'm going to do today? What? I'm going to design a $500,000 dress.
Probably had like, diamonds on it.
Who's your market? Fucking Beyonce. That's like the only person in the world.
They probably custom made it for Beyonce.
It fucking blows my mind.
The thing about it is, when you got that much fucking money,
$500,000,
you squander it like that.
No,
Jay-Z has got fucking.
No, the same thing I read. The same thing I read is equivalent to their bankroll, basically, to like a normal person. I think they said I think they use like the average wage, which is right around like 60 or 50, or I forget what it is. But they said it's the equivalent of like $10 to a normal person.
Yeah.
Like as far as how it's going to affect their life.
But Beyonce doesn't do stadiums, man. She doesn't sell out 80,000 seats.
She don't tour. I think she does do stadiums, but she don't tour. She'll only do like 3 shows a year, and they are big ass places.
But they're not stadiums.
No, I think she does stadiums nowadays.
Well, I don't think she does.
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure she does. Now, Beyonce could do stadiums for sure. I don't know if she does, but she could do stadiums, especially.
See, I think the biggest selling woman on the market is probably Adele. That would be my guess.
Because I think another thing with the Taylor Swift thing is she hasn't toured in a while. I think she only tours like once every like 5 to 10 years or something like that.
Doesn't have to.
Exactly, but that also drives up the ticket prices for the ones you're going to do. When you're out there touring every year, like Aerosmith has been for doing for like 45 years, at this point, it's like who hasn't seen them? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So I guess there's that.
To me, it's different when you're talking about people with. I hate to say the word talent. I mean, Taylor Swift has talent.
I'm just pissed it didn't rain.
Yeah, they even started it early to avoid the rain.
I mean, all these media. You know what I was thinking also? Meteorologists. I probably said that wrong, right?
Meteorologist.
Yeah, I just said meteorologist.
Yeah, you said it wrong.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to stick with that pronunciation.
I accept it.
Yeah, okay. Meteorologist. Okay. I'm going to stick with it. I like, I think a new thing.
You're illiterate, dude.
I'm a retard. Full fucking window looker. You should give me a helmet for Christmas.
Pat it?
Of course. I don't want an accident to happen. You know us types.
I mean, I see how people like the music. There's some bubblegummy stuff I like, but every song Taylor Swift does sounds exactly.
I'm over Taylor Swift. Now I'm angry at weather people, all right? And I think they need to put their stats at the bottom of all screens. Just like sports or anything else. Your last 20 predictions. What's the percentage you got them right? What's the percentage wrong? So we can really blow these fucks up because they suck. And then maybe we should know that like old Tom over here on Channel 5 is much better than Channel 12. That guy's fucking hitting 13%. Tom's 49%.
I think they all give you the same prediction.
I feel like
they get it
it's
from the National Weather Service, and I'm waiting for some meteorologist to go, Channel 5, oh, storm's coming. Channel 10, storm's coming. This guy, I don't think it's coming. I think it's going to miss.
Yeah, it's going to barely miss us.
But then what happens is the storm comes, fucking people die because he didn't warn them enough, and then, oh, my bad. I mean, you can't,
No, but you can be that guy that says it every single time when it finally happens. You go, called that.
I've never seen meteorologists more wrong than Cincinnati.
I don't know.
It's going to rain. No, I didn't.
You've only lived in Cincinnati the last 20 years where I don't believe that those people did the same thing back in the day. I think back in the 80s and even in the 90s growing up, I think it was a lot more loosey-goosey. You had like old Pat Berry in Cincinnati that looked out the window and goes, that looks cloudy and sunny outside. It's 85 degrees he gets from his thermometer, and they didn't really put much effort into it.
It's all about the Doppler.
Yeah. The problem is I don't think they used to predict it as much. I think they were more reporting the weather to you how it is right now and maybe talking about yesterday. Yeah. And so they never set themselves up for failure. They're just reporting when it happens. Or nowadays they're like, well, the 5-day forecast Friday is going to be 40 degrees and rainy.
Well, fucking Robin Williams did that in a bit. He's like, hey, he was a newscaster, and he's like, hey, let's go to the weather guy. He goes, hey, what's the weather going to be? He said, open a window, look outside.
Yeah,
same fucking thing.
That's the way I feel about weather anyways. When anybody asks me what the weather is going to be, I don't know, I wake up, I look outside, and that's the weather for the day. I don't fucking put any pre-thought into it.
Hey, I don't want to, anybody to start sending me letters asking me for money or anything, but
I don't think
I'm a lottery winner.
What?
I'm a lottery winner.
Whoa, dude. Let me get 5.
I didn't win that much.
You didn't win $5?
I won $5.
Well, then why can't I get 5?
Me and 5 guys from work won $10,000.
Oh, really? Where? Who?
Me and Eric, Dean, TJ, and Lee. We all chip in $20 a week to buy lottery tickets. We won $10,000 last.
How many weeks are you into this?
We've been doing it a couple of months.
Really?
$20 a week.
Yeah.
And we won $10,000.
Stop.
Huh?
Stop.
Now, here's the part.
Drop out.
Here's the part that was so exciting.
Sorry, guys. It's going to cost you $25.
We won $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
We were one number from the big one.
Oh, yeah?
We hit 4 balls and the mega ball.
Were you watching it live?
No.
Oh, then it can't be that exciting.
But the whole point is one fucking number from 265 million.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Would you give me 5 then?
I'd have given you 5 million. Well, I'd have given you a million. I'd have given you a million.
You wouldn't give me no 5.
I'd give you a million.
Yeah. If you won that much?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I deserve it.
And let me tell you something.
You know
we would have a studio like no other.
Yeah, I'm sure like other, but I mean, still it'd be cool.
Oh, no. I'd buy one from Jay-Z or something.
No, we'd buy Jay-Z's studio.
So, what else is going on? I tell you what. I'm thinking I'm going to dye my hair this this coming week. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we'll believe it when we see it.
Well, I realize that. But
And by the way, I bought this dye, and he's not using my dye. He's got to use other dye because he thinks my dye's too real.
I think it's going to last too
I
long.
think you're going to put spray or some shit in your
No, I
hair.
wouldn't do that.
I think you're going to be like Halloween. It's going to be red for a day.
Well, no, because that shit makes your hair fall out.
What
I
does?
don't need any help with that.
No, you don't.
What would you think about me trying to be celibate for a month?
I don't. What?
Celibate. No sex at all.
How long's it been since you've gone a month? I don't feel like it's been that long. You've gone
How about 3 months?
3 months is a long time. I don't think you would. Why would you?
I'm wondering, will it indeed affect the way I feel physically, the way I feel mentally? Will it make me moody?
Yeah.
You think it would?
Oh, it's definitely going to make you moody.
Really?
Well, you got friends like that, man. I know friends right now that aren't getting laid that sometimes get some regular pussy, and they're more fucking ornery than normal. So, like, yeah, I think you
See, I don't
definitely
want to turn into an asshole.
You'd definitely be that. I don't know if it make you. You're already an asshole, but I don't know if it'll make you like full asshole or anything. But it's not going to help. I can tell you that.
I'm already an asshole?
Hey, we're not advertising McAllister's. Throw it on the ground or something.
This episode was brought to you by McAllister's Deli.
There you go. Somewhere over there. Somewhere, don't distract me. Yeah, I know. I don't. I think it's a bad move.
Do you really?
Yeah. I mean, and do you really? Should you?
I don't want to.
Should you? Because I don't know if you even know all the body parts of the woman.
I know them all.
All right. Because I was reading a thing the other day, and this surprised me. How many men do you think claim that they know where the clitoris is, percentage-wise?
How many claim they know?
Claim they do.
80.
73%. 73% claim they know it. You know it, right? You know where the clit is.
Exactly where it is.
You know what surprised me about this one? Women. How many women do you think claim to know where the clit is?
100.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
That's 74%. Only 1% more of men claim they know it, or less than women. How does 26% of you cunts out there not know where your
You
clit is?
masturbate, ladies.
You would hope. Maybe they
You
don't.
put it on the bean.
Or maybe they just were scared to answer. I don't know. That's a very weird thing. Or maybe they used a technical term.
The clitoris is a weird animal.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's harder to find than others.
I think they call it the clitoral gland. But still, you should know what that means.
I call it the bean.
Yeah, the fucking boat. All right, and this is a weird one. So how many men do you think could label, and this was on a, how many, if you could label it on a picture, how many men do you think could label testes?
100?
You would think. It's 89%. There's 11% of dudes out there that don't know where their balls are. I don't I don't get it. All right, or maybe they don't know they're called testicles. You know, is that the amount of retarded people we have in this world? Is 11%? That seems like a really hard.
That's beyond retard.
Yeah, like one.
Okay.
But that's 1 out of 10. That means if you're in a room full of 30 dudes, 3 of them don't know where their balls are on a map.
Hey, show me your testicles.
Oh.
Well, what are those?
What's going on, man?
Well,
and women. How many women?
can what, label testes?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah, exactly. 80. Women are even more lost. 80%. Do you know what the nubus is?
The nubus?
Yeah.
No.
I like that.
What's the nubus?
All right. It don't exist. All right, but they asked them this, or point the nubus out on the female body. So how many men do you think pointed out the nubus, or said they knew where to point it out?
70?
45% claimed that they knew exactly where that nubus was, and 31% of women claimed they knew exactly where their nubus was. There's no fucking thing as a nubus, and that just tells you how many guys are full of shit. Right off the bat, you got 45%. Like, I know pussy better than anyone. Nubus, yeah, right there.
So I answered that one right.
Yeah,
I never fucking
you nailed
heard
that
of
one.
it.
I was really hoping you would bite on that. That's the whole reason I did this, was hoping you would bite, but I figured in the end you wouldn't, because you are honest.
I never heard of it. Yeah.
And you do know your pussy well enough.
I do. I really do.
But that just cracked me up that 40% of dudes are out there like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll fuck up that nubus.
Dude, let me tell you something. I was sucking on her nubus the other day, and she was fucking going crazy, man.
And it's even crazier with the girls. Like, where's your nubus? Oh, right over here. That's the nubus.
Yeah, I would know the word. You know what I mean?
Think.
I know the labia majora, labia minora, the cervix. I know all that.
Well, the article got me because it's like 34 or 55% of guys can't tell you where the lady's nubus is. And I'm like, what? Well, I don't know where the fucking lady's nubus is. What is this? Is this some like new technical term I didn't know? So I had to look it up myself. I'm like, all right, good. I'm glad I didn't know where it exists.
You didn't bite on it either.
Yeah, and I didn't bite on it either. I just thought I was dumb like normal.
I'm starting to evolve into different things sexually now.
All right.
Yeah.
I like how you say starting, but all right, move on. I think this has been a process that's been going on for fucking 40 years.
I get settled into things that I'm into, and tend to stick with that.
No, I'm the same. Like I said, I've been jerking off to the same porns for like 10 years at this point.
For the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Been all about eating butt and stuff like that. And I'm still into all that. But I'm thinking now I want to expand a little bit.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, because, I just did my second or third bull experience, even though it really wasn't a bull because that guy's not a cuck at all.
What do you mean? He is a cuck.
No, the cuck sits there and gets belittled.
No, but I mean, there's more than one kind of cuck. All right, he's a cuck. If you're in the room while your wife's getting banged and you're not doing anything sexually, you're a cuck. All right, I don't care how you call it, but there is a difference. Okay, fine. And maybe you have more leverage. I'm
no expert on this shit. I just go with the flow.
I know, but I mean, you're the fucking ivory bull, so
I just go with the flow. But I'm thinking that there are some things out there that I've never done that I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'm gonna try this just to see. I'm gonna go to one of these fuck parties. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna take a Saturday off and I'm gonna go to a fuck party where there's like.
You've been talking about this for a while too, and I don't understand why you haven't. I mean, I'm sure Brent will invite you to any of his fuck parties.
No, those are all male.
He said those are a Friday, and you can switch into a 10 o'clock and still make it to work.
The fuck parties that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you don't want those.
Are like 10 couples and then like 3 single guys.
3 bulls.
Yeah, because the last thing I want to do ever is enter a woman that just got withdrawn from another man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, you have,
but with condom on.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if there's condoms going on at these fuck parties. I just want to see it. I want to see things and go, yeah, I've seen it. Even if I've never done it. Like, I didn't jump into the pile of fucking people. Yeah, I was there. I saw that.
No, I wouldn't mind that. Like, I'd go and watch a fuck party. But
chances are...
I want to watch from, like, behind a screen, even though. I don't even really want to... I have no interest in being there in person. I'll be in person.
I need the sounds and stuff.
I want like 2-way glass. I want to watch a fuck party that goes in like an interrogation room.
You can do those swinger parties. They have those.
Yeah,
they have rooms with glass fronts.
Yeah, I'd be into that, but not just for the experiment or experience of being there and seeing the weird shit that goes on or whatever.
Yeah,
that would be interesting to me, and laugh behind everybody or laugh at everybody behind the glass so they can't hear me.
Here's one thing I'm going to try.
Look at that dork's fuck faces, Shit
hey,
like
jack it off. Look, he's jacking off. One thing I had never had an interest in doing, and I only want to do it, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm not going to get anything sexual out of this, I don't believe. But I just want to say I tried it.
Sit on a Sibian?
No, fuck no. Be like a fucking, do one of those sub sessions with a woman who's totally in fucking charge.
Yeah, you hinted on that last week. So this new fucking muscle couple, you went over to Muscle Beach last week, and I think you found a new fetish that you may be into. I don't think it actually happened.
I don't think I'm going to like it.
I don't think it actually happened to you, but I think the fact that this girl had the power to take control if she really wanted to really turned you on a different way that you would never... See, this is the reason why I've never really wanted to ever choke a bitch, because I don't want to find out that I'm into it. The next thing I know, I'm choking bitches till they die and jerking off in their cadaver.
I'm never
I don't want to be stuck in that situation, so I just don't test it,
do it. I'm never going to be into that.
Yeah.
I know this. But I do think that, one of these sub-sessions where, all right, it's an hour long, and for the next hour, this woman's going to tell you what to do, and you're going to fucking do it.
Yeah, you did the opposite of that.
Yeah, but that's why I want to try the other side. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to try it and see if I leave there going, fuck that. I didn't like it at all.
Or, how are you going to try
it? They have this fucking dominatrixes all over the fucking place. You can literally fucking book hours with these women and fucking be a slave for an hour.
Do they actually fuck you? Isn't that illegal?
Some do, some don't.
That's hookery. I say.
Yeah, but there's hookery everywhere around you.
That's true.
Sometimes do, but I want it to be very clear. I don't want kicked in the balls. You know what I mean? You ain't peeing on me because I'll come up swinging. I want to be like the fuck toy for an hour. Hey, come over here and lick my box. That's fine, but I'm not going to lick the bottom of your boots. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Are they clean boots?
How can they be if they're walking around the floor?
True, yeah.
I just want to...
I don't lick your boots.
I want to... When I die, I want to be able to say, yep, tried it all. With certain exceptions. Hey, dude, I got to fucking...
Hear that, Brent? He's still coming to your party.
No, I'm not.
He needs to knock it off the list.
That's one of the exceptions. And, hey, dude, this girl just died in here. No, I'm not into that. But anything that that I'm not going to get hurt on, and I'm not going to hurt anybody else on. I'm certainly not going to break any laws. I think I want to try it.
Now, obviously, we're not out here wanting to fuck dead people. That's weird.
Obviously.
That's weird. But what if you met a girl that really wanted to fuck in a room full of dead people?
Couldn't do it.
Okay, you couldn't you couldn't break into the local funeral home. Like I used to live in a funeral home. I could take ladies down there and fuck them while there was 3 dead bodies over here in the thing. Now I didn't do that, but I'm just saying if I was tempted, I think if a lady came in and really was attractive and that was the only way she would do it, we'd be down there fucking. And
I couldn't fuck Jessica Alba in a room full of dead people.
I think I could fuck with dead people around.
I get sad when people die.
I mean, I'm not fucking with fucking Uncle Keith over here around in the room. I'm someone I know.
Even if I don't know him, the fact that, there's...
Okay, I should say old dead people don't make me sad.
They make me sad. Like someone's grandma. You got 20 kids crying right now.
Yeah, but they lived a life. Everybody dies. I feel sorry for people that die young. I feel sorry for, obviously, children that are dead. Stuff like that. But when you're old and it's part of the process.
So you're saying fuck in a room surrounded by old dead people that aren't covered up with sheets or anything. They're just laying there.
They could just be laying there. I ain't looking at the dead.
No, couldn't do it.
I know.
Not a fucking chance. First of all, there'd be an obvious smell in the air.
Now, they're very clean smelling rooms.
All right, clean smelling rooms. I still couldn't do it.
I've been in the rooms. They don't smell like dead people. They smell
really?
They smell like hospitals. You know what I mean? They smell like that just sterile. But you can't. For one thing, they'd suck all the dead people juices out. So
yeah, they do that.
There's all this. There's like, and they keep it cold as fuck. And usually when it's cold, things don't smell that much anyways.
Couldn't do that.
I'd be more bothered by how cold it was in there than I would the dead people.
See, I want to do adventurous stuff, not creepy.
Okay.
You see the difference?
How about fucking a graveyard? Could you fuck in a graveyard?
No.
I have done that.
That would fuck with my head.
No, I have done that.
I couldn't do that.
But I
don't think that's weird. Couldn't do it.
No, I don't. How about a mausoleum?
No, I couldn't fuck with dead people anywhere nearby.
Come on.
First of all, I think it's the most unbelievably disrespectful thing.
How about with someone's grandma's ashes in the room?
Ashes I can do.
All right, you can fuck in front of ashes?
Yeah, she's already
Dude, grandma's spirit is looking at your dong.
Yeah, but grandma's body's not.
Yeah, but her spirit's just in there peeking.
No, I definitely couldn't do that.
Peeking the dong.
I could do the ashes.
What if she complimented you, though?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what if the dead spirits could get in your head and you nice pull? And give you, like, words of encouragement. Would that talk you into it?
It might persuade me a little.
Yeah, I think
I have a tough problem with dead stuff.
Well, we're not. They're just dead. They're done.
Yeah,
they're done. They're gone. Now it's time to fuck.
Yeah, but see, I think that's one of those things. As somebody who does, in a sense anyway, believe in heaven, I think that just canceled my reservation.
Does it?
I think it did.
You think? It's like, gave to charity, treated his kids well, did this. Oh, fucked in front of the deads.
Yeah.
No, Jesus don't like when you fuck in front of the deads.
Because the word abomination
You're being
comes
irrational.
in mind. The word abomination comes in mind. I don't think I could do it. I could do it. I mean, this sounds really bad.
I didn't think it was that bad when Obama ran the nation. Just because you didn't like having a black president doesn't mean we have to get into this whole thing.
Fuck you.
That's what you just said, Obama's nation. And I thought Obama's nation was all right. I mean, it wasn't the best in Obama years.
Abomination.
Come on. You're changing the subject.
That's one thing I just don't think I could do. But I want to do some of the other crazy stuff.
Okay.
I want to take an Uber and fuck in the back seat.
That'd be annoying.
Give the guy a thrill.
No, it would not give me a thrill. Well,
give me a thrill.
For one thing, you're coming inside of her. You're coming inside her, or you're keeping that condom on. Because you ain't taking that condom off in my car. All right, that has a load in it.
I squeezed the base.
And there's still, I don't
tight.
believe it's not 100%, dude. I'm not taking any chances of any other dude's jizz in my car. All right, so that's off limits.
Well, then you can fucking report it to Uber and get paid. $80 to clean that jizz.
Yeah, that'd be a hard story to get over. Like, sir, they said that you watched the whole time and took pictures. Yeah, well,
see, I want to do crazy stuff, not fucked up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No.
You really do. You got to know the difference. There's a huge difference. I want to.
Fucked up stuff is fucking a dude's wife in front of him.
Not to me or them.
Well, yeah, but that's your standard.
No, fucked up stuff is coming into your house in the middle of the night, tying you to a chair and forcing you to watch when you don't want to. Now, that's fucked up.
Well, that's rape.
Not if she's into
illegal.
it. Not if she's into it.
If he's not into it, it's still rape.
Fuck my husband. No, that's not rape for you. Being forced to watch, that's not rape. And if the woman said, hey,
I think you can get raped.
You know what? Fuck my husband.
How
I don't
would that
like
work?
him.
Kidnapping. You get kidnapping.
I want you to come in a mask. I want you to tie my husband to that chair and fuck the shit out of me. That's not rape because she's asking for that.
You know what?
I don't think I wouldn't do that. And because the reason I wouldn't do that is because when this guy becomes untied from that chair, I'm probably a dead man.
I don't know, dude. I think that might be rape.
That is definitely not rape.
I think it could be argued.
The person I'm having sex with wanted me to.
God damn, I wish I knew where my cords were.
What cords?
Well...
Hey, we're still looking for emails, people.
Sorry. My idea was just then and what I was going to do, but I can't find the cord. And I'm just going to, since we can't get guests, I'm just going to start fucking calling people during the podcast. So if you guys are out there listening, you might get a phone call on a Sunday afternoon.
I like it.
And it's from me just forcing you to be on. And I was about to call fucking Matthew Hudson Esquire to ask him the legalities if this was going to be rape or not. Now, I think if you break into someone's house, all right, and tie the husband up, and fuck his wife in front of him, even if she agrees, there is some kind of charge this man can make. Now, I don't know if it's rape per se.
No, it's kidnapping.
But it's definitely kidnapping, right?
It's kidnapping.
All right.
It's not even breaking and entering because she asked me to do it and she lives there too.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely kidnapping. I'd be facing a kidnap charge.
Now, what happens? What are the charges? Or what's the wife...
And what I'm saying is, first of all, let's clarify that this is... what I said would be fucked up. I don't want to do this.
I don't take anything you're saying as truth, though. I need to ask fucking Matthew Esquire.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, you said it's fucked up to fuck a guy's wife. I said, no, what would be fucked up?
No, I get what you're saying. But I'm just wondering the legality of this. I'm wondering if you break...
And how do you think Matt would know the answer to this?
Because he's a fucking lawyer, all right?
Because he took a law school entrance exam. That doesn't mean he knows the law already.
But he got very close to average. So I trust his opinion on this. I don't trust your opinion. You're not an Esquire, all right? So I wanted to call Matt and ask him. From now on, he is going to be our legal. Whenever we have a legal question, I'm going to call Matthew Hudson Esquire up, and he's going to answer these.
And you're going to take that to heart.
Oh, it's 100%, dude.
You're going to do some jail time?
Yeah, we can get a fucking gavel. We can make it official if we need to.
Ooh.
What?
That's a perfect segment.
What?
Judge Hudson.
Judge Hudson, dude.
Judy, we bring him on here. He's got a fucking robe and a gavel.
Of course, Judge Hudson.
And we bring him cases.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And
Judge
you have
Hudson.
to abide by his
all right, for now on, Matt, you don't even come on the show anymore. Only Judge Hudson can come on.
Only Judge Hudson.
Or Matthew Hudson Esquire can come on.
Following in the fucking footsteps of Jerry Springer, Judge Jerry.
All right. Anyways, back to this case. So you break into the house, all right? You tie up the husband.
Yeah.
Completely.
I've committed kidnapping.
Now, your wife is in it in the fact that she does not fight back and lays there and lets you fuck her, but she doesn't help you tie him up. She don't do any of that stuff. Not, completely hands off. She just lays there, and then when it's time to fuck, she fucks. She's into it. She might even taunt. But in the end, she doesn't actually touch. Mask guy leaves. Wife unties you. Husband, what the fuck?
Kills wife.
No. Calls the cops. Deals with it. What kind of charges can you literally get on the wife? In the end, she didn't do anything besides get into fucking the guy, but she didn't.
She gets the same charge as me because she asked me to do it.
Yeah, but let's say that can never be proven. You can't prove that it was ever asked. Like it could have been.
Well, then no charges for
just
her.
At
she
the
was
time,
in fear for her life.
She just found out in that moment that she's just really into shit like
so
that.
She's gonna roll over on me.
Yeah.
And say I didn't know who he was. He just came in here. Well,
let's say she doesn't. Let's say she doesn't know who it is. Let's say this guy breaks in, starts doing this, and then she finds out in the moment that this shit really turns her on. Watching her husband getting tied up and this guy coming over and fucking her. And then she just like, fuck it, and just goes full into it. Not on purpose. It's just she gets turned on in the moment and does it. Afterwards, like snaps out like, oh, fuck, what the... And then
she'd face nothing.
Yeah, right? Innocent.
Nothing. I mean, I'm no Judge Matt, but...
Yeah, Judge Hudson will figure this out.
Yeah,
Let us know what it... So,
no, because... But I mean, if she directed me to, hey, here's my address, come in here, break in, tie my husband up, and then fuck me, she's as guilty as I am.
Yeah, if it's a colluded thing, of course. Yeah, I do agree.
And first of all, I don't endorse this, but that might get me off the hook because husband's probably not going to press charges on the wife. Mm-hmm. And I say, hey, if you're not going to press charges on the wife, you better not come after me or I'll roll over on the fucking lady.
You got like a bad old person back or something? Because you can't like.
No, this chair moves.
Is that the problem?
When you breathe, the chair moves.
You're getting this weird lean in. You've went in 15 different positions.
Because the chair,
is that just not a comfortable chair? Do we need a new chair?
I don't like the wheels on it. It moves anytime I do anything, and
we have other chairs, but they're not as comfortable.
Well, I just have to adjust.
You can get back to your camping chair.
Never had a problem with the camping chair.
No, they're right over there. You could have went back to it anytime. No. Dude, I ordered this chair specifically from China just for me, and it was the best purchase I've ever made.
Yeah, so to clarify, I want to do adventurous sexual stuff, not creepy, illegal stuff or anything that's going to fucking land me in the clink.
In the clink? You don't want to get stuck in the clink?
That's probably the least thing in the world that I want to do.
Go to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, if you said, hey, you're going to do a year in jail or every day, this guy's coming over to butt rape you, I'd probably do the year then. But that would be the only reason.
I believe that's your child.
Oh.
I'll let you get your call from your child.
Pause.
Hey, there's no pause. Just don't put them on. Just don't put them on the camera.
Doing?
How you doing? So yeah, I don't mind just going. I'll hit the camera just on me. Hey guys, this show would be so much better if it was just me. By the way, because this guy fucking drags me down. All right, constantly looking at his phone throughout the podcast, just talking about his dick and his balls, just drags me down. You know, it bums me out. Everything he says, it don't make any sense. Over here, he's just trying to pretend like he gives a shit. He don't care. He's probably thinking about his butthole right now. That's usually all he thinks about is his butthole. Just nonstop. All right? But look at him. He cares about trees. We don't believe this for a fucking second, Chris. You know? Look at me. Want to pretend? Oh, trees. Trees, look at me. Oh, I care. No, he don't care. He's thinking about his butthole. Guarantee it. All right? I think he's coming back. I'm going to pretend like I wasn't talking about him. What's up, dude? I was just talking about the meteorologist reports.
Yeah. Well, my son apparently is a meteorologist. Apparently,
oh, there you go.
A storm just blew through Coleraine.
Again?
Now, right across the street from my old house is a retirement home, assisted living kind of apartment.
Old people live there.
He said that a bolt of lightning struck the tree over the top of it, caught the tree on fire, and it fell on top of the retirement home.
That sounds like a good day.
Yeah, he's sending me a picture.
Oh, so is there a bunch of old people on fire running out, or they all make it?
It kind of made it sound
old
like
people
the
don't
roof
move fast, you know? Slow movers, those olds. I hope they all live. I hope they all make it.
I got pictures here of the fire department.
Because I actually, you know what? I don't mind old people once they get into the homes. Because at that point, they're off the streets and they're out of our way. All right, just put them in there. Let them die. Fucking change their diapers and wipe their ass. Because that's really rude when they put them in there and then let them get all sorts of scabby and shit like that. And let them rot in their own shit. But outside of that, I support old people in old people homes. It's when they're just at Walgreens in my way that I fucking hate old people. Or, you know, they're driving down the street. They fucking are awful things.
Is that ageism?
I don't know, dude. I'm a horrible person. I don't know if you picked up on this or not.
Do you want to be a horrible person?
No, dude. I'm seeing a therapist. I actually was talking about that last week with her. She's like, you seem to justify everything you do. So she's like, so are you happy with where you are? And I'm like, well, no, I wouldn't be fucking talking to you if I was happy being this way. It's just the way I am.
$50 an hour, yeah.
I don't pay shit for it. But either way. No, this is free therapy right now.
Ooh.
First 16 weeks on us.
Best kind of therapy.
First 16 weeks.
16 weeks?
Well, 16 sessions.
Is it online?
No.
Oh, you go there?
No, I go over to Kentucky. Talk to this.
Wow, I'm proud of
you know what? She looks like Domino. I feel like I'm talking to Domino.
Really?
Yeah, she looks dead on Domino. It's kind of weird now that I really think about it. And she kind of has a similar personality. So I just pretend like I'm talking to Domino or a past coworker.
Make it easy.
And, you know, it's fucking useless.
I'm going to look for a therapist that looks like Aisha.
I'm biding time until I join a cartel. Because as soon as I can get...
See, I think that would be definitely going the wrong way of your
I
therapy.
think as soon as I can get into a cartel, I can really make things work out a little bit better. Because I'm reading a book right now called Narcoeconomics or Narconomics or some shit like that. Okay. And it explains the economics and the advertising side of the cartels. And I'm really interested in getting into that branch of it. You know, where you hang the signs up right next to the dead bodies saying like, hey, we're not bad. We only kill criminals. You know, and shit like that. Just to gain control over different populations. That's really what I want to get into eventually. And I'm hoping this therapy can sort of smooth me out and get me ready for that world.
See, I see a fine line between cynical and true asshole.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, and this is the therapist in me talking.
Yeah.
For the most part, you're just kind of cynical, and that's your personality. My question is, I want to be around you when, I want to be in the car with you when a car in front of us gets hit and there's hurt people. I want to see if you get out, go to the car, and try to assist.
Okay, yesterday I'm leaving. I'm Ubering around. I'm waiting on a ride. I'm sitting in a parking lot. Get a ride. Sitting at the stoplight. Stoplight turns green. 2 cars fucking nail each other right in front of me. Right in front of me. What did I do?
Left.
Yeah, of course I left.
Did you call 911?
No, dude. It was on Beachmont Avenue. Someone else can call 911. And I could see the driver of the one car was fine because I could see him because I made eye contact with that motherfucker, and I went.
That was your
I
way
shook
of
my
helping.
head. No, I wasn't helping. I was fucking shaming that motherfucker. What's he doing running the light?
Oh, it was his fault?
Yeah, it was both of their faults. All right?
They both ran the light.
They both kind of ran the lights. One car shouldn't have turned without seeing that car was coming, and then that car shouldn't have came because it was fucking red. You know what I mean? Both of these cars fucked up. As far as I know, everybody looked alive. I moved on with my life. I didn't call. But then again, the other guy who I couldn't see because of all the wreckage, he could have been dead, I guess. But
do you realize...
I had an Uber to pick up, dude. I can't have this guy late. He was going to work.
But do you realize that when the police show up, they look for people who saw what happened?
Well, then ask those 9 other cars that were right around. It was a busy intersection.
They probably left, too.
Yeah, damn right they did.
East-siders are selfish.
You know what? It was funny, too, because I'm driving down Beachmont, and then I noticed the amount of cars behind me. I'm like, these motherfuckers all just skip this, too. They were like, well, let's get the fuck out of here before all the cops come and really shut this motherfucker down, because then you're stuck. As soon as the stop comes in, stop.
Because I always think, here's what I think's going to happen if I ever get into a car wreck. I think that the person who did it, and you know how I drive, it's not going to be my fault. Because you always say I drive like an old lady.
Old ladies getting a lot of car crashes. They're just not going that fast.
Well, what I'm saying
you're going to get in plenty of wrecks. You're just going to be going 35.
I drive pretty safe. And I always think that if I get in a car wreck, it's going to be their fault. And the person who did it's going to say, he crossed the line, man. It was his fault, blah, blah, blah. And there's no fucking witnesses that are going to be there to help me.
Yeah, that can happen.
If you got into a wreck and it was the other person's fault, and the guy got out in the car and he said to the cop, it was his fault, he turned in front of me, blah, blah, blah. And a nice person who's not cynical, like you, said, no, I was back there, I saw it all, she turned, it was not his fault. Wouldn't you be thankful?
Well, yes, I'd be thankful in the moment.
Wouldn't you be thankful that somebody who had nothing to gain except make sure that the right thing happened?
My only problem with this whole thing is I don't think you're using cynical the right way. Because cynical has nothing to do whether you stick around or not. Cynical is assuming that everything's going to be bad.
No, and that's what I'm saying is cynical
no,
meaning...
I said definitely I'm cynical, but that has nothing to do with that particular situation.
Well, no, what I meant by that
maybe
was...
Maybe careless, maybe callous, maybe...
that you're cynical because you think that...
lack of empathy.
Everything is going to turn out okay even without your help.
That's not cynical.
Yes, it is.
No, to think that it's going to turn out all right is optimist. That's optimistic. Well, you're going to say it's going to turn out okay regardless.
In that case, it'd only be optimistic on one of
mine
their parts.
It's not caring. Right for both. Mine's lack of empathy. That I don't care how it turns out. That's not my problem.
Empathy is important today.
Yeah, there's too many goddamn people in this world for me to be empathetic about every single one of them.
No, but you don't have to be
I have empathy for people I care
empathetic.
About.
You don't have to be overly empathetic.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if you just kind of gave a fuck about your fellow man in general.
I do sometimes.
Do you?
I return the cart. Like I'm at Kroger and I'm grocery shopping. I always return the cart to the cart thing. That's giving a shit. I tip well. That's giving a shit. I don't treat people bad for no reason. Anytime I'm a dick, it's usually I've been given a reason. I'm very, very nice. I'm like too nice sometimes. My wife tells me this, but then I just switch. That's my problem. It's like I treat everyone like I would like to be treated, but then as soon as I think you're not, well, then I don't give a fuck anymore. Now I'm going to be a meanie.
Well, here's my question. It's just a question. Because I think 90% of your shit is just probably the way you act, like mine.
And I think cynical, how are people not cynical? I don't think it's cynical anymore at this point in this world. I think it's just being realistic.
Well, and I agree with that.
I don't think it's cynical. With that. I mean, in a perfect world, it's cynical, but we live in such a non-perfect world that, I'm just pointing out the obvious sometimes.
Let's say this. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
You're asleep.
All right.
And the phone rings.
Yep.
And you never answer your phone, but this time you do. And it's me.
At 5 a.m.
And it's me.
Yeah.
Jason, I got a DUI.
Yeah.
I've just been released from jail. Can you pick me up? Would you do it?
Yeah.
I think you would.
Yeah. For a friend, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think you would.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I think
I'm a good friend. I'm a bad person.
Oh,
There's a difference.
There is
You know
a
what I mean?
difference.
I'm a great friend. I'm a pretty good family member. I'm an all right dad. I'm a decent husband. But I'm a shitty person. You know what I mean? If you get me in a room full of strangers, I don't give a fuck what happens to any of them besides myself. And I ain't wishing bad on them. But if something happens, I'm not going to let it ruin my fucking day.
Well, I understand that. The worst part is I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Because I think that, and I hate to think this way, but I think that most people are like that these days. I think this world that we live in just makes you numb.
Yes.
Because all you hear is bad shit happening all over the fucking
Yes.
place. But at the same time, all right, here's hypothetical. Another hypothetical.
All right.
You're at a grocery store. Okay? This is a good one. You're at a grocery store late at night. You're the only one there, except for some employees.
It's happened many a times.
Okay? Yeah. Before the fucking stores all closed down.
Mm-hmm.
Lady goes by and she fucking eats a grape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Starts choking.
Mm-hmm.
Falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Needs mouth to mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know her. Would you do it?
I don't know how to give mouth to mouth.
If the guy that was there in a wheelchair, but he used to know how and he'll tell you what to do, would you do it? For a perfect stranger, but she's choking. She's dying in front of you. And the guy says he's in a wheelchair, but he said, I know how to give mouth to mouth. You pinch her nose.
I probably
tilt
would.
Her head back.
I would, yeah.
Would you?
I would do that.
See, that tells me that.
So I just wouldn't. If there's other people around, though, I'd let them volunteer first.
Yeah, but if you were there, if it came down to it, you would fix it.
Yes.
See,
one-on-one situations like that, I do not
and that
mind.
tells me that you're not a bad person.
No,
it tells me that
it's all
your
how you look at
persona
things.
is an asshole. But so is mine to most people.
No, I mean, it's all about how you look at things. You know, I'm not saying I'm an asshole per se, but I'm saying I understand if other people think I am. I get it. You know what I mean? Depending on how you look at the world, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I get the edginess
personally
and all that.
I don't think it's edginess per se. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, it is. You have a very dominant personality.
It's a natural thing, though. I feel like edginess is like a thing that you strive for. I don't think I strive for that. I think most things that I do kind of come as a natural thing.
Yeah, but you have this edginess thing about you. If I'm sitting around with you and a bunch of people and I bring up a band you don't like, fuck them, they got no talent. I like fucking punk. You know,
no,
stuff
I'll
like
never.
that.
For one thing, I'll never say no talent. I'm not a talent. No, it's just my style.
I realize that, but
yes, that's edginess. It's an honest reaction.
It is an honest reaction, but what I'm saying is, you have a alpha personality, as I do, and as do most people that we hang out with, because alpha personalities are drawn towards other alpha personalities. When we go to the cabin, we just sit around and butcher each other all day.
Yeah.
We all know it's in clean fun. We laugh about it. We move on. But if you take someone who's a beta personality down here, fuck, it throws their whole life off. But what I'm saying, when it all comes down to it, we'll help you if we can.
Yeah, I'm just not sensitive, but at the same time, I'm not completely awful.
Yeah, I get it.
I got some good characteristics.
Hey, we're almost at hard time.
All right,
go to work.
What do we got? We got a would you rather, or what do we got?
I got to name your price.
Name your price. Here we go.
Name your price.
That hurts my fucking throat doing that.
What does?
Yeah,
that's what always fucking amazed me about those singers like Cannibal Corpse and those. They do it for 2 hours.
They can do it for 2 hours. It blows my mind.
Blows my mind. If I do it for 10 seconds, my throat hurts.
Yeah, you need water.
And I realize you need to train your voice a certain way, but that's doing something completely unnatural to your voice for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
You've got to be doing damage.
Pass me a fucking ice mountain, buddy. I can't
Fuck
get to this next song.
Come, blood. Yeah, I've seen women that can do that, and they can do it well.
Yeah, I bet you they can also mow the grass and fucking build you a shed.
It's possible. All right, you're a dog lover. You're a dog lover.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Okay? You're an animal lover.
Yeah, of course.
You said to yourself, you love animals more than you love people.
It's true.
Okay, and this is a very simple name your price, because this is one thing that really grosses me out, really fucking grosses me out, is picking up dog shit.
With your bare hands?
No.
Oh, okay.
With a towel, a paper towel, or whatever.
Yeah.
Dog shit's on your floor. Mm-hmm. It's warm.
Yeah, I don't like
It
it.
just came out of the body cavity. Okay. You get a call from the dog pound. Okay, we got 100 dogs down here. There was a storm. 100 stray dogs ended up down here, and we either have to kill them or take care of them. The problem is, if we take care of them and feed them and stuff, we need someone down here to clean up the shit. So we're out of gloves. All we have is toilet paper, and we need you to work for 8 hours just picking up dog shit.
Is that microphone facing the wrong way?
No, you can hear me fine.
Yeah, but it's kind of muffled. Where's the logo at?
Right here in front of me.
Okay, we're good then.
So you have to go down there. This isn't gross. I'm trying to do one that's not gross. For me, this would be a very high price because I get real EBGB.
All right, so how much is it going to cost to clean up shit?
You got to go pick up dog shit from 100 dogs for 8 hours.
8 hours a day? This is like my normal job?
No, it's just 1 day.
1 day?
Yeah, what's your price for 1 day?
The help out, like basically do charity work?
Either all these dogs get gassed or they take care of them, but you have to clean the shit up. You're saving 100 dogs'
Just
lives.
1 day. One day I clean the shit and they keep all these dogs alive forever?
Well, they find them homes.
I'll do it for free.
You do it for free?
Yeah, I do that for free. Charity work for that? Yeah, I do that for free. I wouldn't like it. I mean, I'd feel like if I saved 100 dogs' lives, 8 hours of work cleaning up shit, I mean, you get pretty immune to it after a little while.
See, shit bothers me.
I know, I'm not a big fan. Don't get me wrong. You know what bothers me more than shit, as far as cleaning up after pets, is puke. Like a real messy puke. That's much, because it's so much harder, and it's like that slime or diarrhea shit sucks, like especially if they got concrete. But just a dog turd, right, again, I'm not looking to do it. Now, if you said how much would I have to make if that was my job for the year? Like, an annual salary to pick up dog shit for 100 dogs every day. Now we're talking about a different kind of thing, because now we're not talking about solving them or saving them. We're just talking about having a job picking up shit.
And for 1 day, you do it for free.
1 day, I would do it for free, knowing that I saved 100 dogs' lives. Yes.
See, I'd need $1,000.
Agree.
Because I really think that I would vomit at least once or twice during this day. I think it would make me queasy enough.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a fucking mastiff over there that just shit a 5-pound pile. Mm-hmm. And it's liquid.
Yeah, the liquid sucks.
All right, so let me throw a would you rather at you then.
All right.
You're at a bar. You meet this hot chick.
All right.
Hot chick. She says, I'm going to fuck you to death tonight. But takes you to her house. You go into her bathroom. She's in the bathroom. And she says, okay, here you have to do one of these two things. You have to lay in that tub naked. I'm either going to shit and piss all over you, or I'm going to puke all over you. Which one you doing?
I wouldn't do any of this because I wouldn't want to be fucked to death. I'm going to die after this.
She has a gun. I'm either going to shit and piss on you, or I'm going to puke on you. Which one would you do?
All right, shit and piss or puke. I think I'd go with the puke.
Would you?
Yeah, out of those two options.
I'd go with the shit and piss there.
Really?
Puke is the worst, man.
Puke's the worst, but I think shit might be the worst. I mean, if there was piss, shit, or puke, I'm piss all day.
Well, what I'm hoping
I'll fucking backstroke in some piss before I'll hang out with a turd.
What I'm hoping is that the piss is going to wash away some of the shit.
It can.
Poop first, and then the pee
But then you're sitting in the tub of it, so it's even if it's not on you anymore, you're still laying on a tub and there's a turd right next to your shoulder. This isn't a great experience.
We go from talking about charitable things to this. This podcast is for you, people.
It is.
Hey, we need guests and we need emails.
Yeah, if people don't start coming on the show, granted, we don't ever ask anyone. It's not like it's anyone's fault, but
we want people that want to be here.
We want you to ask us, and then we'll probably make up an excuse why we don't need you.
Now, who was it to give
There's been a couple people now that have been like, "Hey, can I be on the show?" And
who was it that asked you to be on the show and you said no?
Lots of people.
Oh no, the little kid, the young guy that works during the day.
Yeah.
He said that
I only told him no because I knew it would make him
funny enough.
No, I knew it would make me look racist in the moment, and that made me laugh. Because he said, "Can I be on the show?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Why?" And it's like, "Because you're black." And then I just left it at that. And he's like, "Man, that's racist." And I thought that was funny as like a response to say to him. Because, whatever. We have black people on the show, so it's not like that's true. But, yeah, I just...
Do you realize right now that Josh, the Juggalo, is sitting in a parking lot in a tent doing whippets and waiting? And you know what's so funny? Because this kid, he was on the show.
I don't know if he's doing whippets. I don't think he gets that hardcore into it. I think he just drinks.
But when he went to the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, you know, he put on his Facebook, very simple, fuck off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's Juggalo mentality, right?
Dude, he's a total Juggalo.
That is Juggalo mentality.
He's a total Juggalo.
And I told him we couldn't go because I'm not going to pay $275.
No. And it's just too soon. That's something we had to plan a year ahead for, probably.
Maybe we can plan it for next year.
Yeah, next year. We need to see if you can get some free tickets for us and we can get down to it.
Because I won't pay $275 for one day. If they had a day ticket and hey, $30, I go.
Hey, I'm not paying $75 for one day.
I'd pay $30.
I may pay $30. You know, and that's probably about my limit, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. But with that being said, we need to get a hold of the Mr. Whippet. I would like to do this month in Whippet segment at least once a month where we call Mr. Whippet and he does a Whippet and we ask him just like some normal ask questions and see what his answers are.
I like it.
And we got the Judge Hudson now lined up. Now, he hasn't agreed to this, but we don't care.
And we need some people with disagreements. If you have disagreements that need solved, anything that you want solved here in our forum,
yeah,
we have Judge Hudson.
Judge Hudson will get it, dude.
Yeah. If you have a disagreement with somebody, your wife, hey, you agree that she thinks you ought to be doing this, you don't think she should.
And we'll trust them on all answers.
And you have to abide by all.
Yeah, his words rule outside of everything unless we're talking about chicken temperatures. All right? As soon as we start talking about the inner temperatures of any kind of food, then all of a sudden it doesn't matter. He's not an expert there.
If you've got a fight with your husband about you don't think he cooks the chicken long enough, Matt Hudson cannot solve that.
No, he cannot help you out because his answer is fucking bogus.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I got my fuck you 10 minutes before I got here.
I actually don't have a fuck you, so I'm glad you had one because I was about to just end it.
Because there's a thing in life that supposedly men go through called a midlife crisis. Mm-hmm. I'm not in one.
I'm hoping to have 5.
But I'm not in one.
Yeah.
Because the fact that I'm kind of have a wild sexual lifestyle right now, that's not a midlife crisis.
No, because it's been consistent your whole life outside of a little bit of time you were married.
Right.
And
the 17 years I was married.
Yeah, you're out there driving a Chevy Malibu. It's not like you have some hot rod and you're living a pretty normal life. Yeah.
Right. You're dating a 21-year-old girl because you got money. My fuck you is a neighbor of yours coming up the hill. What street is that? Is that 3 Mile or?
Which side?
When you turn at Riverbend and come up.
Oh, that's Sutton.
Sutton. Okay, I'm coming up Sutton. I didn't have a fuck you until this time.
All right, midlife crisis, man.
In front of me is a guy in a fucking Jeep.
Yeah.
The top's off. Cool. You're in a Jeep. Mm-hmm. He's probably my age, a little bit older, bald. He's got no shirt on.
Ah.
He's covered with fur.
Nice.
He's got his sunglasses on, and he's doing this with the radio blasting. Now, I blast my radio. I get it. You don't have the body anymore, old man. Okay, the chicks aren't going to think, hey, look at that cool dude in the fucking convertible Jeep with his fucking furry sweater on. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, dude. You're making us 57-year-olds look bad by acting that way.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get behind you. Or there's so many variables to this.
He's got no shirt on.
What was he listening to?
Jeep. I think it was Boston or something.
Okay, now it's getting worse.
Yeah,
it's getting worse.
I think it was Boston. It's like in Billy Madison when he pulls up in the convertible.
It's getting worse.
He's playing REO.
I would take it under certain circumstances. All right,
I think you're an asshole if you drive around with no shirt on and want people to see you because he was in a convertible.
But there's a fine line between asshole sometimes and not giving a fuck, which I do respect the not giving a fuck people. I do respect the guy that's just like woke up, he's wearing shorts, and he knows he's a piece of shit, but he's like, fuck you, that's your problem. I'm going to get in my Jeep, I'm going to blast my favorite music and go upstairs and go get me a coffee. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. But I do respect that. But I don't respect the guy looking for attention.
That's what he was doing.
That does it for a certain reason.
That's what he was doing.
I don't really respect Boston. So that kind of ruins it for
Boston.
me. I don't dislike them, but I don't respect them per se. That's not something you need to let the neighbors know you're drinking.
Jeep like this. Yeah. Hairy. Dude.
I like the hairy part. I do like that.
What I'm saying is, some people,
I like the not giving a fuck
when they hit
that.
my age, try to convey to everybody and even themselves, I'm not this age, you know? I don't do that. I just don't feel my age.
But that's the thing. If you don't feel the age and you're not even giving a fuck what people think one way or the other, that might just come naturally.
When I was young and in shape, I didn't take the top off.
I didn't either.
Shirt
It
off
don't come naturally for me,
and
though.
drive around.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, look at me.
Yeah, I get you there.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's probably a past narcissist that just never let it wear off.
It probably is.
You know what I mean?
Or it's
That
probably
was-
somebody that says, oh, my life sucks. I'm bored with it. I'm going to go out and get something special out there somewhere. I'm going to get the chicks to notice me because I'm in a fucking cool Jeep. And I'm
Was it a
fucking
cool
got my
Jeep?
shirt. It was a nice Jeep.
I like
Yeah.
Jeeps.
I
Yeah.
love Jeeps. Jeeps are my thing. And I always said,
Jeep's like a dream
If I
vehicle
had-
for me that I can't afford.
I had a Jeep.
Yeah.
And I want another one. Now that I'm single, I want another one. But I promise you, I won't be driving down the road with my fucking shirt off.
Yeah.
Going, hey,
I just-
glasses on. Hey, how you doing?
If I'm just
Fuck
not-
you.
I'm not at the position financially where I can like get a fun vehicle. You know what I mean? It has to be
Yeah.
a practical vehicle for me. Something that I can
yeah.
use for Uber or something.
But see, I want an old Jeep.
But yeah, I
But
love
I still
Jeeps.
won't have my shirt off.
No, but I might just because I know it's offensive. You know what I mean? Look at this titty. This is
Yeah, but
ugly
the
titty.
difference is you're obviously not driving around thinking, hey, the chicks are going to notice me.
Sure.
He was.
Yeah, that part's
Because he had
fucked
the
up.
fucking glasses on and the fucking...
Hey, speaking of glasses, you were supposed to do a sexual thing this week or something like that.
Yeah, I'll do it next week.
All right.
It was a
we got to get out of here.
product sampler. Yeah, I got to go.
All right, guys. Well, until next week. Was anything going on next week? No.
No, we'll try to have a guest on.
Pride Week's over, so good luck, queers.
Send us an
You're going to
email.
get picked on.
Yeah, it'll be my birthday episode. My birthday's Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
50.
8?
Oh my God, dude.
I know, dude.
That's embarrassing.
I know.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now.